to it today. But essentially, I'll set up a tee that'll be almost a falcon territory on the right-hand side, the first base. And I'll have her wait as long as possible, humanly possible, that she can think that she can wait, and have her just go to extension and try to knock the ball off the tee. And just let her understand how late and what that ball feels like so deep where she can fire everything at the last second.
We did that last time.
I did? Good. Because I think for her, as long as her hands and her hips go together, I would almost rather her be early but have them in sync versus disconnected, because I feel like that's a little bit more work to try and sync up, you know, versus just training her eyes to watch it. Did we scrimmage? You scrimmaged last time I saw you? I thought you were going to a scrimmage, or maybe it was after your pitching. It was after your pitching lesson because you came in with your new bat. Yeah. So you got your old bat. Where's your new bat? What happened?
I like
He
this.
brought my old bat.
Did she swing the new bat? I'm kind of curious to see how it went.
No,
No.
my dad said that he would rather like this bat.
What was the rationale? What was his reason?
And he said this is a home run bat.
Is he
Why don't we use the home run bat?
because it's busted? Was he nervous about the extra inch and the extra ounce?
He being who?
The coach.
Hey, how's it going? If he is, I haven't heard.
All right, we'll
a lot
stick
of
with
times
this bat.
that information doesn't make it to the entire
To
thing.
you? I understand. Well, you're way more in the loop than most. Okay, my friend, let's get you warmed up. I want to see how all this goes. You play this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. To kind of get you in the mindset of what we need to be working on, imagine going back to your scrimmage and what it felt like when you were a little early with your hands. So occasionally, as you're swinging, I'm going to let you kind of just swing, and when you least expect it, I may ask you to stop. And I'll say stop, because when I say freeze, y'all usually don't process that as fast. So when I say stop, don't stop and then reset. Stop and hold it. And hold that position until I say swing. Okay? Good. Watch where you're stepping, though. We don't want to step out, right? We want to step in. Stop. Eyes on the ball. Swing. That's what that should, it's okay. Don't worry about the hit necessarily. I want you to focus on the sensation. What does that feel like? Okay? That's how it should feel when we load and step and we accidentally did it too soon and we are patient enough to not just swing because the ball is forward and we already started and you feel like you're messed up. Even if you start too soon, our goal, our priority is to still allow the ball to get here before everything goes. At no point should it feel like this. Get ready real quick. Load and step. Freeze. Don't turn your hips. Now slow motion, take your hands to the ball without turning your hips. Now push your rear end back toward the netting. That's what we see. And that should not feel natural. Okay? And I push the ball out here because that's exactly what we do with our body in order to hit the ball too soon. So no matter if we start our swing when we're supposed to or start our swing too soon, we should be, go ahead and load and strike, pause. We should be in this position, and I'll always allow the ball to get to this point. Remember drawing a line out from your front foot? This is the line that the ball has to hit before we swing. Okay? Stop. Go. Very good. Easier said than done. I feel like you got the concept. It's just being able to apply it, which we'll work on. So how is it that we hit that off the end and the ball didn't move? What did we do with our hands differently? If you don't,
Are your
good
batting
try.
skills
Get ready real
improving?
quick.
Huh?
But are your batting
Slow
skills
motion, start your
improving?
swing.
Just about. It seems like I come to another turn, but
Once we're here, stop your turn, snap out to the ball, and then you can continue your turn. Better. Two more. So if this ball's down the middle, and we're hitting it towards second base instead of up the middle like we're supposed to. Slow motion show me what that swing would feel like if we're hitting it accidentally too much to that side. Yeah, you're right. So we got to snap center so this bat is flush and we're able to actually close off the field. So remember that snap occurs pretty early in your backswing. Yes. Yes. This is kind of the idea of why I wanted to go to the rope bat today is to kind of activate those hands, right? Make you feel what that snap and that whip feels like. And then when we get to front toss with the normal bat and the regular balls, we'll start with that pause drill again. Okay? Two more. Off the end. So what does that mean our hands did? We went across too much. Don't lose sight of what's important. We do all of these moving parts just to get this simple barrel into the ball. Don't get into we focus so much on the swing that we forget what we're trying to hit and what piece of the bat. Okay. Very good. One more. Try and step forward the pitcher. Try it again. Remember the hands have to remain high, right? Did you notice when Oklahoma was playing Texas Tech how well they keep their hands above a high pitch? So you could always watch tonight as the first game of the championship. And you get at least 2 games, possibly 3, right? We got a game tonight, a game tomorrow night, and a game the following night. And what you're going to notice with Texas and Texas Tech is that if there's a high pitch, they either don't swing, or if it's a strike, they come straight across. There is no dropping, there is no tilting. If they hit it well, they are right on top, right on time with the ball. Off the end, right? Try it again.